I get lots of messages about restless leg syndrome, and I'm often asked if this is linked to anxiety. So hello and welcome back to our channel where we talk about all things related to anxiety and our mental well-being. Today we're talking about restless leg syndrome or anxious legs and the connection with anxiety. So if you've been experiencing physical pain alongside worry and anxious thoughts, then this video is for you. Please do stick around to the end, as we will also offer guidance to feel calmer and more in control. Now, if you're struggling with anxiety on a regular basis, you may also wish to have a look over in the description at the end of this video so you can check out some of our free resources. So the answer is yes, restless leg syndrome can be related to anxiety or anxious legs, and it may be impacting you if you struggle to fall asleep because your legs won't stay still. Or maybe you're feeling a creeping sensation, a tingling or throbbing in your legs. Perhaps you feel a desperate urge to move your legs the moment you lie down to sleep. Now, if this sounds a familiar sensation to you, you're not alone. Many people describe this frustrating experience as restless legs or anxious legs, especially when it shows up during moments of stress, overwhelm or exhaustion. Now, in this video, we're going to understand more about restless legs, and we will explore things like what restless legs or anxious legs at night actually are, the connection between anxiety and restless legs, how it feels and why it gets worse at night. And of course, as always, we will look at some practical science-backed solutions that you can use to soothe your body. Now, if you've ever found yourself pacing around your bedroom or stretching your legs in the middle of the night, desperately trying to calm down that crawling, agitated feeling, then there is a path to peace, and it starts with understanding what your body is actually trying to tell you. So let's jump right in and look at what are anxious legs. Now, the term anxious legs, to be clear, is not a formal medical diagnosis. Still, it is a phrase that many of our clients at Better Your Life use to describe the uncomfortable sensation that often accompany nighttime anxiety. And I struggled myself with this for years. These sensations closely resemble the symptoms of restless leg syndrome, sometimes known as RLS, and it's a recognised condition acknowledged by the NHS and other global health organisations. Now, common symptoms include a twitching, crawling, tingling or itching sensation in the legs, an uncontrollable urge to move your legs, especially when resting, and relief that only comes with movement, worsening symptoms in the evening or during the night, and a difficulty of falling or staying asleep. Now, anxiety often plays a significant role in making symptoms worse, especially at night time when the brain and the body are supposed to be winding down. And it's no coincidence that anxious and restless legs tend to strike when we're trying to rest. Now, one of the key triggers for the symptoms is emotional distress, particularly stress, overwhelm and persistent anxiety. Now, stress and persistent or chronic anxiety can lead to an overactive nervous system. When we're anxious, our fight or flight response kicks in, and this keeps our muscles tense and our nervous system on high alert, making it difficult for our body to truly relax. Now, elevated cortisol. Anxiety raises levels of cortisol and adrenaline, and these hormones keep us stimulated even when we're physically still, contributing to that jittery, crawling sensation in our legs. When we're anxious, we're also hypervigilant. At night time, without the daytime distractions, we become more aware of bodily sensations. This can intensify feelings of discomfort or agitation in the limbs, and we are becoming hyper-focused on that specific feeling. Now, Mount Sinai Hospital, it's one of the largest and most respected hospitals in America, reports that as many as 40% of individuals with restless leg syndrome also experience an anxiety disorder. Thus, they recognise the strong correlation between the two. So let's look at why nighttime anxiety shows up in your legs. Now, anxiety has many symptoms and they can show up differently for all of us. Anxiety doesn't always show up as racing thoughts or a pounding heart. Our legs carry tension. If we've been holding stress in all day, our body has to store it somewhere. And for many of us, that place is our legs. We're conditioned to move. Now, movement relieves discomfort, so your brain pushes you to get up and walk around, even if rest is actually what you need. Anxiety thrives in stillness. When we finally stop moving at night, the anxious mind has nowhere to go but inward, and the result is restlessness. Now, the NHS suggests that restless leg syndrome often worsens in the evening, possibly due to the circadian rhythm effect on dopamine levels, which is a key brain chemical involved in movement and mood. Now, I recall back when each evening I felt like I was having a battle with my own legs. After a stressful day juggling work, caring for my daughter and maintaining a happy home, I'd tried to get to sleep. Now, even though I was totally exhausted, I would find my legs buzzing and twitching uncontrollably. It was extremely frustrating, and the more I craved sleep, the worse my legs would be. Anxious legs aren't actually painful, but it did feel very, very annoying, a little bit like an itch that I just couldn't scratch. I'd get out of bed to stretch and walk, but the constant feeling wouldn't go away. My twitching legs were a regular nightly disturbance for both myself and my partner. Now, back then, my body was constantly in fight and flight mode. I was constantly go, go, go. Now, even though I desperately wanted to sleep, I thought it was just a part of who I was. And at the time, I didn't realise it was even possible to overcome my anxiety. Now, eventually, as I got to understand more about anxiety and the impact it has on our nervous system, and I learnt the tools and the strategies to cope and overcome the overwhelm, I was actually able to calm my anxious thoughts as well as my anxious legs and reclaim some of that much needed sleep. So, before we look at how to soothe anxious legs and calm anxiety, you may be wondering, who am I and how am I qualified to help you? Well, my name is Jennifer Roblin, and I've helped hundreds and thousands of people just like you to take back control of their anxious thoughts and calm their body and their mind. I'm an experienced anxiety specialist and a therapist. I've been working with clients for the past 10 years, both online and in person. So if you're getting value from this video, please do go ahead and like and subscribe and hit that notification button so you are kept up to date every time we release a new video. So here are 6 practical steps you can take tonight to calm your legs and your mind. Number 1, you want to activate your parasympathetic nervous system. This is your rest and digest mode, and it's the opposite of the fight and flight mode, the fight and flight response. Now I want you to try some 4-7-8 breathing. This is my personal favourite. It's when you breathe in for 4, hold for 7 and breathe out for 8. You may wish to try some gentle yoga poses or place your legs up against the side of the wall or try a warm magnesium bath with Epsom salts. Number 2, you may want to get out of bed briefly if your legs won't settle after about 15 minutes or so. Get up and do a low stimulation activity in dim light. Avoid your phone, avoid TV and avoid bright lights. Try walking around and then sit quietly, reading something calming, sipping a herbal tea or journaling out your thoughts. Number 3, stretch and massage your legs. Movement can help, however it's essential to make sure it's gentle. Try foam rolling your calves or doing some seated leg stretches or massaging your legs with magnesium oil. You can create a nighttime routine. A lack of sleep can lead to anxiety and anxiety can lead to a lack of sleep. Therefore, it's beneficial to introduce a bedtime routine that calms your mind ready for sleep. Include a short brain dump of journaling practice, switching off screens at least an hour before bedtime, a consistent wind down schedule such as reading a book or taking a bath before bed, and a calming gratitude practice so that you notice 3 things that you are most grateful for that day. And number 5 is talking to an anxiety specialist. Anxiety can have an impact on all areas of our life. So if you're struggling with anxious legs, an anxiety specialist can give you the tools and the resources to calm your nervous system back down and get to the root cause of your anxiety. So let's take this first step together. If anxiety is affecting your legs, your mood, or your sleep, it's time to take it seriously. At Better Your Life, we've helped thousands of clients reclaim calm back from anxiety, and we're here for you too, either online or in person. Now, many traditional approaches treat anxiety in isolation, but your body is constantly communicating with your mind. Working with someone who understands anxiety and the nervous system can help you heal in a more lasting way. You don't have to face any types of anxiety alone. Many people find themselves trapped in cycles of worry, panic, and exhaustion that seem impossible to break free from. Working with an anxiety specialist isn't just about talking through your challenges, it's also about discovering the specific triggers that send your nervous system into overdrive. It's about learning proven techniques to restore calm and gaining fundamental tools to reshape both your mind and your body. Now is the right time to take back control of your life and free yourself from those anxious thoughts. At Better Your Life, we don't just treat symptoms, we work with you to understand what's behind them. Anxious legs are your body's way of asking for attention. They're not punishment. It's not about frustration. It's about just understanding. Now remember, taking care of your mental well-being is essential to your overall well-being. When anxiety is left unresolved, it can spiral out of control and have an impact on our relationships, our work, and our family life. But with the right tools and support, you can take back control. So if this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on anxiety and our mental health. And if you know someone else who might benefit from hearing this message, please do go ahead and share it with them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now, and take care.